Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? Alhamdulillah, I'm fine. Hope you are also fine. And I do believe you are staying home. In this way, you are staying safe. Today, I am going to conduct a very good and very important class on right forms of verbs. Truly speaking, I will teach you some rules, advanced rules that usually in solving the problems you find very difficulties, right? Okay, here we go. I'm going to write first at the very beginning, just I will write some exercise and then I will discuss the rule, right? Yeah. So, rule practice number 1, that is practice number 1, right? Yeah. So I am going to write the most important rules of right form of verbs, and it is seen students are found doing mistake, right? Students are found facing Herculean job when they find or they face this type of examples. Clear? Okay. Yeah. Plucking flower not allow here, right? So our practice number 1 is plucking flower not allow here. So how will you solve this problem? What are the ways? What is the way you will follow to solve this problem? Right? Can you tell me the answer? Plucking flower in Bengali, phul tola. Not allow. Here, 2 things. How to solve this problem? To solve this problem, you have to remember 2 important things. That is, do you know the classification of subjects? How many types of subjects are? There are 2 types of subjects. Basically, subjects are of 2 types. Number 1, subject. Number 1, active subject. And number 2, passive. Active and passive. Yes. Here, plucking flower, this is subject. Right? This is subject, this is verb, and this is extension, extra portion of the verb. So, what is an active subject and what is a passive subject? Clear? So, active subject refers to persons like I, we, you, he, she. If I just write, see, he not make usually late. Okay. See, here this is subject and here this is subject, right? So what is the difference? The difference is he is a person, he automatically does this action, right? He does this thing, he himself does this thing. But here, see, plucking flower not allow here. Do you think plucking flower acts here? মানে plucking flower নিজে কাজ করতে পারে কিনা? Here he does the work himself. He is called active subject. Active. This is active subject. Right? I think you have been clear. And passive subject is plucking flower. See, flower. cannot allow, right? But he makes. Clear? So subjects are of two types, active subject and passive subject. Active and passive. Now, how to solve these two things? That is our question, and that is the rule I am going to discuss. See, plucking flower, not I would like to solve exercise number 2 first, then I will go to exercise number 1, right? So since the subject is active, what you have to do, you have just to point out there is a not. So you know negative sentence, right? Negative sentence, if you see not in a sentence, then you have to guess there must be an auxiliary verb. And usually, you see usually adverb, usually is an adverb, and if you see usually, you guess this is a present simple tense. So the answer becomes he does not make late. He doesn't make late, and usually you use usually here usually. He doesn't usually make late. So does is the auxiliary verb. Why? Because of not. Understand? Because of, since this sentence contains not, so you must bring an auxiliary verb, do, does or did, as per the tense, as per the demand of the tense. You know, usually is a present tense, so here you have to bring do or does. Since the subject is third person singular, so you have to use does, and a not usually adverb, and make base form of verb. So this change has happened here, right? Doesn't usually. Banglate hocche, if I speak in Bangla, you will feel some is, that is subject dui prokarer, active and passive. If the subject is active, you need not bring any auxiliary verb related to am, is or was, were, right? So you see not here, that's why you have to bring an auxiliary verb, do, does or did, third person singular, so verb will be does, doesn't usually make late. Clear? Now what you have to do, plucking flower, this is inactive subject, this is an inactive subject, so what you have to do is just the verb, you have to change this verb. This is an inactive passive subject, so you have to bring auxiliary verb am, is, are, was, were, as per tense. You know, this is here you don't see any type of indication in this in exercise number 2. You see usually, that's why you guessed this is a present simple tense, but here you don't see such symptom, right? So how can you guess this is a present tense? Plucking flower not allow here, since there is no symptom of identification of tense, you guess this is a present simple tense, and this is passive subject, so verb will be subject third person singular, so is not allowed. Clear? This change you have to make. Moral কথা হচ্ছে subject দুই প্রকারের, subjects are of two types, active subject and passive subject. সাবজেক্ট নিজে কাজ করতে পারলে am, is, are, was, were এভাবে আনার দরকার নেই, অ্যাক্টিভ ভয়েসেই করে রাখতে হবে। But if you see subject is in passive, then you have to bring auxiliary verb as per the meaning. Clear? I think you have been very clear, right? So what is the rule? Rule is, as per the demand of the sentence, you have to bring auxiliary verb, right? This is practice number 1. So here we go for more practice. You see, English is an international language, right? it speak all over the world, right? So now you will be very clear about the rule it. So what does it mean? It means English. Do you think it speaks, এটা বলে না এটা বলা হয়? Which one? Definitely এটা বলা হয়. So it is an active or passive subject. Which one? Is this a person? I mean I, we, you, he, she, they? No, it's not. Rather, this refers to English name of a subject. So you have to bring an auxiliary verb here, that is. It is third person singular, am, is, are. It is spoken, right? All over the world, right? It is spoken all over the world. মানে হচ্ছে সাবজেক্ট দুই প্রকার, অ্যাক্টিভ, প্যাসিভ। যদি সাবজেক্টটি অ্যাক্টিভ হয় তাহলে অক্সিলিয়ারি ভার্ব লাগতেও পারে, নাও লাগতে পারে। সেটা নট যদি থাকে, নেগেটিভ হলে ডু, ডাজ, ডিড, হ্যাভ, হ্যাজ, হ্যাড, এই রকমের টেন্স অ্যাজ পার দ্য ইন্ডিকেশন অফ টেন্স। বাট যদি সাবজেক্টটা প্যাসিভ হয় তখন অবশ্যই টেন্স অনুযায়ী অক্সিলিয়ারি ভার্ব আনতে হবে। ইউ নো, দিস ইজ অ্যান ইন্ডিকেশন অফ প্রেজেন্ট টেন্স। ইংলিশ সারা পৃথিবীতে বলা হয়, সবসময় বলা হয়, অতীতও বলা হয়েছে, এখনও বলা হচ্ছে, ভবিষ্যতে বলা হচ্ছে। এটা সাধারণ কথা, ইটস এ কমন থিং, রাইট? দ্যাটস ওয়াই ইউ হ্যাভ টু ডু দিস in this way. You have to bring an auxiliary verb and just transform or change the base form of verb into past participle form. Understand? I think you have understood the rule. Practice number 1. Okay? Now, we will go for practice number 2. Practice number 2. Right? Do you have any idea about gerund? I think you have a very good idea about gerund, right? So practice number 2. If I write I don't mind to eat burger, right? I don't mind to eat burger. Clear? Can you change this, or can you correct this statement? Yes, there is a problem here. Okay, and it's related to a rule. I don't mind to eat burger. Clear? So the problem, how to identify the problem of this sentence, right? Let's diagnose at first. So we see mind, this is a verb. Don't mind, this is auxiliary verb, this is principal verb. AV and MV, main verb, right? So our focus is about mind, right? The answer will be 2 will be minused and it plus ing. So answer will be eating, right? But why I don't mind eating burger? But how has this been possible? I would like to clarify the problem. Mind. আমি কিছু বার্গার খেতে আমার তেমন কোনো আপত্তি নেই। অ্যান্সারটি হচ্ছে এরকমের। However, see, stop. This is note. stop, start, enjoy, discuss, continue, keep, avoid, mind, matter. These are some verbs. Stop, start, discuss, stop, start, discuss, continue, keep, avoid, mind, matter. These are some verbs. And if you see any verb after these verbs, okay, if you see any verb after these verbs and then guess the next verb after these verbs, will always assume ing, and if you see any two, you will just minus them. This two will be reduced, alleviated, removed. Okay. Yeah, these two will be minused. Remember this thing. Okay. So if you see stop, start, discuss, continue, keep, avoid, mind, matter, these types of verbs in a sentence, and you have to correct the verb after these verbs, then just you add ing with that very verb and delete to if there is any to. Clear? Then it will be solved. It will be solved. It will be very easier for you. Okay. I go for one more practice. Okay. I would like to start with continue. Since electricity went, we continued play. I continued play. I continued to not play. Sing. So, what will be the correct answer? Since electricity went, I continued. As per the condition of the verb continue, right? If there is continue, or if you see these types of verbs, right, and after them another verb in bracket, you have just to add ing. So answer is singing. So answer becomes singing. It is, since electricity went, we continued singing songs or singing. Right? I think you have been clear. Now I will go for practice number 3. So what can be plus VING, right? NB বিশেষ দ্রষ্টব্য বাংলায় এই ভার্বগুলোর পরে ভার্ব আসলে আইএনজি হয়ে যাবে, জিরান ফর্ম হয়ে যাবে। ক্লিয়ার? আচ্ছা, তাহলে আমি মুছে ফেলছি। আই এম গোইং টু ইরেজ দিস ওয়ান। Now practice number 3. Okay, practice number 3. See, women constitute half of our total population, right? So women constitute half of our total population. Okay, they contribute to boost up our economy, right? They contribute to yeah. So what will be answer to this problem? Can you guess? I think you can. So what's the solution? What can be the answer to this problem? This is a problem, you know. Yeah. Usually two takes V1, that is 2 plus V1. We know usually, the focus is usually. See, সাধারণত usually two ভার্বের বেস ফর্ম নেয়, and that is known to be infinitive. Okay, so as per the rule, usually two এর পরে ভার্বের বেস ফর্ম, so answer you guess they contribute to boost up our economy. No, but there is a but, and the but is but there is a but, and that is there are some phrases like with a view to, look forward to, get used to. Yes, with a view to, look forward to, get used to, devoted to, then prefer to, contribute to, right? With a view to, look forward to, get used to, devoted to, prefer to, contribute to, আরো আছে with an object to, right? These are called phrases plus V-I-N-G. This is the most important thing to be noticed. There are some phrasal expressions, right? There are some phrasal expressions, and they do always take ing after them, right? This is no more an infinitive, no more just an infinitive. Clear? This is phrasal. These are phrasal expressions. With a view to, look forward to, get used to, devoted to, prefer to, contribute to, with an object to, right? These are phrasal expressions. So as per contribute and to, do you see contribute to here? I think you see contribute to. So contribute to plus wing. So contribute to. So answer is boosting up. Answer is boosting up, right? So here answer is boosting up. Boosting. boosting, boosting up. So they contribute to boosting up. Usually to text boost, but since these are phrasal expression, so you are not allowed to use base form. Rather, you have to use what? You have to use ing form, because these are known to be phrasal expressions. Clear? Have you been clear? I think you have been clear. You have been very clear, right? And I do believe you will be able to solve problems related to these rules later on. Okay. Yeah. So dear students, this is all for today. I hope in future, inshallah, I will be available with some new more rules. So until then, you stay at home, stay home, and don't waste your time. Just utilize your time properly. Okay. Allah Hafiz.